I'm gonna have to say, this is the best coating I've applied so far. On today's video, we're going to go ahead and apply and also review the updated or revised version of Cerakote's professional ceramic coating. As most of you know, Cerakote had released the first version of their professional ceramic coating for vehicles. However, the problem was that it greatly underperformed. To put it plainly, it was not a good coating at all. So Cerakote sent out recently an updated version or revised version of their professional ceramic coating, which is supposed to fix the problems that were happening with the first batch of ceramic coating that they had sent out for free. So today we're going to go ahead and apply it to a real-world daily driven vehicle, which is not garaged at all, so it is exposed to the elements. So we're going to get a true sense of how the coating actually performs. We're going to show you what we think on how it applies, and also we're going to update you with videos over the course of time to show you how it performs. We're going to go ahead and show you the process, just a short clips of it. We're going to wash it, we're going to decontaminate it, we're going to do a light polish, prep it, and then we're going to go ahead and apply the coating. This is Oscar with OQ Detailing, and thank you for watching. So for this vehicle, we're also going to apply and try out Adam's Tire Armor. It's a relatively new product. It's kind of like a semi-permanent tire dressing, more like a tire sealant, tire coating. So we're gonna give it a second round to the tires to make sure they're well prepped by using Adam's Wheel and Tire Cleaner. And we're gonna also show you how this one performs over the course of time. Okay, so since we're gonna polish the vehicle afterwards, in today's scenario, I'm going to go ahead and just apply the iron remover directly, let it dwell for a couple minutes, then use a foam to give it a little more dwell time, then we're gonna rinse it off. I am using 3D's Ultra Super Soak, which is a pre-foam, pre-wash. It's very alkaline, and we're gonna use it in conjunction with the iron remover. We're gonna rinse it off afterwards, then we'll do our contact wash. So I'm inside the car now because I wanted to make a point as I let the foam dwell. So a lot of people will say, oh, you shouldn't use the iron remover like that. You should pre-foam it, pre-wash it, pre-rinse it, and then use it. That's the wrong way of doing it. But as you clearly saw, you can apply the iron remover directly and it will do its job. The problem that we have that I see a lot nowadays is a lot of keyboard warriors and a lot of people that get so triggered about minor details that don't really matter. And the biggest pet peeve that most professional detailers have is that there's a lot of people who watch
videos on YouTube from their favorite YouTuber, and the way they do something, they then believe, the viewer believes, that that's the right way and only way to do something. And that's completely wrong. Especially if you're not running a professional business, working on real life cars, real life situations with actual clients, your viewpoint and idea is very limited, is very narrow. If you just watch videos on YouTube, you don't get the whole picture and the experience that you need to know when to make the correct judgment. You get an idea, but it's not the whole picture. And also, it's not the only way to do something. Just because someone does it one way and says, oh, this is the right way, that's not true. That's not correct. And then people get triggered, and there's so many keyboard words. Oh, no, that's the wrong way to do it. You should do it like this, and that's the wrong product, and you should do this. That's wrong. We shouldn't do like that. There's many ways to get something done, and the overall product is what's important. In other words, even if the iron remover doesn't work fully, let's say hypothetically, I'm wrong and I'm using it wrong, the clay bar is going to remove whatever's left behind anyways. So technically, you can skip the iron remover and use an actual clay bar, which is a little more abrasive, and it will remove 100% of the contamination that's on the vehicle. If you use a white clay bar, you'll notice the orange specks that the iron remover usually helps to break down. So the iron remover by itself also doesn't remove all contamination. It just helps break down the iron particles, and it helps the process 100%, no doubt. But since we're going to polish it anyways, you could skip this step if you wanted to. So all I'm saying is there's so many ways, and we shouldn't get caught up. You shouldn't get caught up thinking that there's only one way of doing it and be so triggered and quick to the comments just because you saw another YouTuber do it differently. I'm not a YouTuber necessarily. I make YouTube videos, but I'm a real life business owner who works on real life cars. I don't do it as a hobby. I'm not working on panels. We're all doing everything real life. So just want to share that. And now it's time to get the car pre-rinsed.
And here I just wanted to show you real quickly how much contamination was left behind after doing 2 panels. This is after doing the iron decontamination. As you can see, the orange shade here at the bottom and the orange specks. This is just iron and industrial fallout that was left behind even after the chemical decontamination. Okay, so now we're going to polish the vehicle. We're going to use Rupe's yellow foam pad and the yellow polishing fluid as well. all done polishing, so we're gonna go ahead and now use CarPro eraser to make sure the paint is perfectly clean so we can put the ceramic coating. We are ready to apply Cerakote's professional ceramic coating. The car is fully prepped, and so we're gonna share with you our thoughts on the ease of application, the gloss, the leveling, all of those good things. And I'm gonna show you some after shots so you can see how the car looks, and also give you the updated videos in the future about how the coating is performing.
By the way, we have perfect humidity here, so there's not going to be an issue with that. We followed all the instructions that Cerakote puts. We shook the bottle for 30 seconds, put in more than enough on the applicator, so everything should be fine. Okay, so I want to show you how this coating reacts when it's time to level. So it's a sweating type of coating, as you can see here. It starts to dissipate, or kind of looks like it's sweating, and then that's how you know it's time for us to level. Okay, so we're going to use 2 towels to level the coating. And so far so good. Very easy to wipe on. Very easy to wipe on. I'm actually really liking that. It's extremely easy to wipe on. Level, I should say. I can already feel the slickness, and it is indeed, woo, nice. Super slick. Hyper slick. Woo, this is great. So this coating is so easy to apply that, as you can see, I can do almost the entire back area and have no issues. It's so forgiving that it almost levels itself out if you leave it a little bit longer than 2 minutes, to where the leveling, the amount of leveling is very minimal, because most of it already it's leveled out.
Okay, so we're finished applying Cerakote's professional ceramic coating, and I gotta say, I am truly shocked. Cerakote did an amazing job with this revised version. Now, we still have to wait for the torture test. However, as far as ease of application, slickness, and gloss, excellent, excellent. I've applied many coatings. I've applied 3D ceramic coating. I've applied CarPro's CK 3.0, CarPro Gliss, G-Technique Crystal Serum Light, Adams Graphene ceramic coating, Owner's Pride, DIY metal coatings. I've applied so many different coatings, but from my memory, I have to say, this is the, if not one, number 2. This is the best coating I've applied so far. It feels like a hyper, for example, CarPro Gliss is a top coating and it's hyper slick. So most coatings are very slick, super slick,
But then there's top coatings that are hyper slick, so the surface tension is improved, and so the water repels faster, less friction, all of that. This coating feels like a top coating. If it's hyper slick, it's not super slick, it's hyper slick. I'm very shocked. The gloss, you'll be able to, I mean, you can kind of tell already from the reflection here. I am in San Diego, so as far as humidity and temperature, this is as perfect as it gets. Today is a very beautiful, perfect day outside. So temperature is definitely an important factor to consider. However, I'm truly shocked. Cerakote did a great job with this coating. Again, the one thing I'm not so confident, and even in their marketing, they say it will last many washes, but it doesn't talk about any chemical resistance, which I'm a little bit disappointed, but we'll have to see, right? And the reason why that is because, of course, you want to do your regular maintenance every week, every 2 weeks, wash your car with a pH neutral soap, but about every 3 months, you want to do an iron decontamination, you want to do an acid wash, you want to do, something that requires a chemical which is very acidic, or very alkaline. And so Cerakote didn't mention anything as far as chemical resistance. It only mentioned washes. So we have to test that out. We have to see. But so far, once again, I'm going to have to say, this is the best coating I've applied so far. It's so easy to wipe off. You just have to make sure that, you look at it from every angle, make sure you didn't leave anything behind. But one thing I did notice is that on the glass, it does flash a lot quicker. So another thing that I did notice, I guess these are the cons. So it flashes very quick on glass. And the second thing is, it just seemed like you really do need to apply a generous amount of the coating. As you can see, I literally finished all of it. So I was able to finish the entire paint and glass. I was not able to coat the face of the wheels. I will be coating them later because I have a second bottle. But this 30 mil, I believe, 30 mil bottle, it was just enough for this Tesla Model 3. I don't know if it was my user error, but it just felt like you just did have to apply a generous amount, because after a little while, it starts feeling grabby. And so that's kind of your indicator that there's not enough coating on the applicator and you have to kind of apply a little more drops. So that's one thing I wasn't stoked about. It wasn't horrible because, again, it was just enough to coat the entire vehicle. And not all vehicles you're going to do the glass. So, it kind of depends. The good thing is they sent 2 bottles. So those are the things I noticed about that. And other than that, the coating went on great. On the first batch that they had sent out, there wasn't any issue with the ease of application, the slickness, the gloss. They were all there, but I don't remember it being this good. This one really exceeded all my expectation. I hope it's great when it comes to chemical resistance and real life durability when it comes to the elements and just driving it every day, so that I can really recommend this coating. So far, we don't know those things, but now I want to know your thoughts. Did you apply the first or the second version of Cerakote ceramic coating? And what was your experience with it? Drop it in the comment section. As we know, Cerakote actually produces a lot of great products, like their trim restore is probably the best one out there. The headlight restoration, my favorite one too. And other products which are great. But the first batch that they had sent out of their coatings, the first version, I will just call it, underperformed. So I'm excited that they went back to the drawing board and they fixed it. And I hope this has a great durability. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy it.